Tonight on Mello Tv Sports, rain affected today's proceedings of the Caribbean Premier League. The Jamaica Football Federation denies reports of attempting to get Sven Eriksson as Reggae Boys head coach. And the Reggae Boys will start their Qatar World Cup campaign away to Mexico. We bowl off Mello TV Sports with cricket as rain in Tarouba, Trinidad today delayed the start of the Jamaica Talawas game against the Trinbago Knight Riders in the Caribbean Premier League. Now the 4:30 p.m. start time was pushed to 5:15 p.m. but the covers remained on as the rains showered down. The two sides are the only two remaining unbeaten teams heading into match day number 6, having won both their tournament openers against the Guyana Amazon Warriors and the St. Lucia Zouks respectively. In the day's first game, the St. Lucia Zouks got their first win after they defeated the Barbados Tridents by 7 wickets, helped by the rain and the Duckworth-Lewis method. The Tridents batted first and made 131 for 7 from a possible 18.1 overs. Johnson Charles made 19 ball 35, Jason Holder 27 from 12 against Roston Chase and Scott Kulejanin 2 wickets each. The Zouks were then set a revised 47 runs from 5 overs and got home at 50 for 3 in 4.1. Still on cricket, flexible start times for England's third test against Pakistan have been agreed after the second test was ruined by rain and bad light. If time is lost on a particular day at the Aggies Bowl, officials will have the option of starting play 30 minutes earlier on the following day. Only a day and a half's play was possible over the 5 days of the second test in Southampton. Test matches in England usually make up any lost time at the end of the day. Earlier start times had previously been avoided, partly to allow spectators time to travel to the venue. England lead the test series 1-0 and are looking for a first success over Pakistan in a decade. Kicking it over to football news now, the Jamaica Football Federation is moving to deny any reports in the English press that it is seeking to secure the services of former England manager Sven Goran Eriksson. A story carried by the UK-based Daily Mirror carries the headline Sven Goran Eriksson set to become new Jamaica boss to prolong a 43-year managerial career. Now the story continues that the former England boss is poised to make Jamaica the 11th different country he has managed. The JFF in a release said it is aware of the report, which states amongst other things that Eriksson is set to take up a coaching position as well as the position of technical director at the local governing body, and that it wishes to categorically deny the report, adding that current national head coach Theodore Tapper Whitmore has not tendered a resignation and therefore there is no vacant positions to be filled. Former Manchester City, Leicester City and Notts County boss Eriksson has enjoyed a well-traveled career in 40 years in management. He took England to the 2002 and 2006 World Cups, as well as 2 European Championships, but was unable to guide his golden generation beyond the quarterfinals of any tournament. He has also been in charge of the national teams of Mexico and the Ivory Coast. He has spent the last 7 years working in the Far East, first with clubs in China and then in the Philippines. Speaking of the Reggae Boys, they will be away to CONCACAF giants Mexico when the final round of World Cup qualifying kicks off in June of next year. CONCACAF yesterday announced the preliminary draw for qualifying for the 2022 Qatar Men's World Cup. The new qualifying format announced last month will be comprised of 8 teams in the final round and will begin in June of 2021. The Reggae Boys will play Mexico, Costa Rica, and the United States on the road in their first 4 games. In June, they are slated to play 4 World Cup qualifiers, and after the Mexico game, the Jamaicans will play the first round winner of Group C or Group D. This follows back-to-back away fixtures against Costa Rica and the United States. Jamaica's 14-match campaign will end in March 2022 at home to Honduras. The top 3 teams will automatically qualify for the 2022 World Cup, while the 4th place finisher will go to the Intercontinental Playoff. President of the Jamaica Olympic Association, Christopher Samuda, has been appointed to lead the legal commission of the Central American and Caribbean Sport Organization, CASCO. Now, Samuda is a member of the executive board of CASCO, which is a 32-member organization of English, Spanish, and French-speaking countries, which owns the Central American and Caribbean CAC Games. An attorney at law, Samuda now leads the regional body's judicial team. Finally, in the sports news tonight, Luka Doncic had 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists to lead the Dallas Mavericks to a 127-114 Game 2 victory over the LA Clippers that evened their Western Conference first-round playoff game at 1 apiece last night. In other games, Boston beat the 76ers 128-101 for a 2-0 series lead. The Raptors now lead the Nets 2-0, courtesy of a 104-99 win, while Utah beat Denver 124-105 to level at 1 apiece. And those are the stories making sports news tonight. I'm Christopher Scott. Good evening.